long for both of them. And I wonder what still lies ahead, John.
Yeah, this is a big night for Jack Jones. I mean, as indeed for Stuart, because, of course, he'd love to be a dual world champion. But for Jack, this first session is very important.
Well, it's a much quieter corridor backstage from here on in, isn't it? Both players alone with their thoughts ahead of what is a thrilling moment in the career of any snooker player. So here we go. Are you ready at home? We're ready here in Sheffield. MC Rob Walker, let's get them underway.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When the draw was made for this year's Kazoo World Snooker Championship, many people were predicting tonight would be the start of an epic semi-final between Trump and O'Sullivan. But this famous old arena is no respecter of reputations, and their two quarter-final conquerors are about to be greeted with a rapturous reception from the Crucible crowd ahead of a truly fascinating match. Welcome to the legendary single-table setup here in the City of Steel, Sheffield. There's no place like it. Please welcome a player who produced the most remarkable upset in quarter-final history last night, beating one of the sport's most prolific winners, Judd Trump, with a brilliant display. Today, he becomes the 7th Welshman ever to reach a world semi-final. Here he comes, the giant-killing, silent assassin, Jack Jones. And his opponent, he too produced one of the best wins of his career last night, beating snooker's greatest of all time, just as he did in 15 at the same stage en route to the title. It has been a simply extraordinary return to form for one of the best break builders in the modern game, the pride of Essex, Stuart Ball Round Bingham.
Well, what an occasion for both Stuart and Jack. They've toppled the world numbers 1 and 2 on their respective journeys. Who's going to take the next step into the Crucible final? It's a best of 33 frames match, 8 frames to play this evening, and the company of a great double act this evening. Ken Doherty and John Virgil. Good evening to you both.
Good evening, Hazel. Good evening, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, what an intriguing lineup this has turned out to be for the semi-finals. We were entertained royally this afternoon, and I'm certain we will be tonight. And it's Jack Jones who gets this first frame underway, and always great to be joined by my great buddy, the 1997 champion of the world, Ken Doherty. Great, isn't it? We've got two wonderful semi-finals to look forward to, and if this could produce what this afternoon produced, we're in for a treat.
Yeah, absolutely, John. We can't beat it. One table set
May
up
I just
here.
ask you to adjust the
Crucible.
volume of the earpieces, please? They're quite loud this evening. Thank you.
Marcel, I can't referee, just appealing to the audience. Maybe some of the earpieces are a little bit loud. But what a wonderful atmosphere. Look at that crowd. The setup. One table. Focus. No noise. No screen. And the interesting question for this young man. How is he going to cope first time?
Yeah, well, you might think he was way away with that. He just didn't catch the cue ball in the middle there. And first shot, understandable. Just got to settle down, get that cue arm going. No matter how long he's been on the practice table. No substitute for being out here in the main arena. Stuart just having a look. Has he left anything? obviously not. He's playing safe.
Yeah, I think it's very important. Well, I think more so for Jack Jones, John. You know, his first time here. Stuart has been here. He's won the tournament. He knows what it's all about. But for Jack Jones, on his debut, sort of in the semi-final of the World Championship, it takes a little bit of getting used to. You've got a lot more room. You're not sitting beside your opponent. And it's something that he would have sort of dreamt of as a young kid, you know, to play in and have this experience. So there's a lot of things going on in his mind, but he wants to settle down very early. It's very, very important, isn't it?
Well, that'll help him settle down. Perfect length with the safety. Yeah, he first came to my attention last year when he got to the quarter-final. I was so impressed. I thought, where's this guy been? And now he's in the semi-final. I'm asking, where's he been all season? But obviously, he loves the Crucible. And that in itself is a big thing. A lot of players don't like the Crucible Theatre, particularly with the two-table situation. It feels a bit claustrophobic. But now look at that. Is there any better venue, as Hazel said at the top of the show? Best venue in snooker in the world, no doubt.
I think it's in question and scenario for all 4 semi-finalists is that all the big names are out. We've got 3 qualifiers that have come through from the English Institute of Sport. The only one who hasn't is, of course, Corin Wilson, who was one of the seeds. And with everybody out and all the talk pre-tournament about Ronnie O'Sullivan against Judd Trump, Mark Allen, Mark Selby, John Higgins, Mark Williams, they're all out. What an opportunity for all 4 players. Will that add extra pressure, do you think, John? Or do you think that maybe the pressure is off that all those big names are out?
No, I think it probably adds to the pressure. I think everybody left in now sees this as an opportunity. But don't leave anything behind. This is a chance to write your name in snooker folklore. So don't let the occasion get the better of you. Stuart, of course, already has that world title to his name, and to be a multiple winner, that would really establish him as one of the names to remember from the world of snooker. So it's a big occasion for Stuart as well. Played so well yesterday against Ronnie O'Sullivan. But this will be played, this match will be played at a different pace completely to the way he played with Ronnie. You know, you play Ronnie, it's potting, break building, where I think Jack Jones is a bit more, well, safety conscious. And he'll have to work for his chances here, Stuart. I don't think he'll be presented on a plate.
Yeah, good point, John. I think it's a different scenario. Different player, different style. He'll have to work for his chances. And of course, you throw into the mix that he's a favourite. Wasn't a favourite against Ronnie O'Sullivan. He was the underdog, as the lads talked about at the top of the show with Hazel. So he's favourite now all of a sudden. And that sort of brings a little bit of extra pressure. These players just finding their feet in this first frame. Could be a little protracted because of the black tied to this top cushion. Possible pot for Stuart Bingham. First one to go at.
pretty close. He found the path back to the balk end. Now, can he get past the green? I think not, no. But there is a thin clip, and there's a half ball pot for Jack. Yeah, he's got a nice, it's sort of 2 in from the right. Half ball pot. Can control the cue ball. Like the first attempted pot, hit it too thick. So maybe a little bit of tension, but you can hear from the crowd he's had a result.
I think the crowd knew before we did, John. They could see it, but maybe they didn't see that. Didn't see that red. Might be on into this corner.
Yeah, I think he can just see enough of it. Looks like he can. Stuart would know best.
One.
Yeah, didn't get into the cue ball. Would like to be better on this pink. Oh, wiped his feet. Wiped his feet. Knocked 3 times.
7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times.
Eight.
Yeah, the red just to the right of the blue. It's not that easy to get on. Certainly Stuart would like to come down the table, get on reds and concentrate on the pink. Certain, he's looked at the green, now he's looking at the yellow. That brown's making it slightly awkward. He can't stunt on and off the side cushion. So his play for this red, well, made it look easy to get on. And such is the angle, he can play for the pink.
$11.
Yeah, it's actually nice and handy for Stuart that the pink spot is covered at the moment. So the pink will be respotted back on the black spot. You'd like to take this red as closest to this bottom right corner pocket, and that will free up the red just beside it. Can't stay on the pink this time, so I'll have to go up for blue or ball colour.
17.
But they're all sort of, as he pots one red, it'll sort of release another one.
It's imperative, of course, he gets right side of the blue. And he's played that very well. And I noticed from behind the pocket when he's potting that red, he's released or created a path for 2 reds to go in this right corner. If he feels a little bit too thin, he'll have to come on and off the top cushion. Well, he's top cushion, side cushion. That looks perfect.
23. $24.
Yeah, lovely little cannon on the red. Nicely on the pink. Didn't want to go into the reds off the blue because he didn't want to free up the pink spot. He wants to keep the pink where it is. So you can chip away at these reds. Such a great break builder, Stuart Bingham. Once he gets in around pink and black, so dangerous. We said the 147 9 times. He said 583 career centuries. The
31.
best break builders in the game. And he's very good at as well as developing reds and opening up reds, John. He's just such wonderful at playing these lovely little deft cannons as well.
Yeah, I think when he gets in amongst the balls at this end of the table, he just thinks positive and he sees pictures. And a lot of players don't. He's okay, he's on this red, and when he pots this and release the one that's to the left of it. Thing is with these type of situations, just make certain you leave yourself a nice angle on the colour.
38.
If you get a nice angle, and I've said that and he hasn't. Well, he's got a bit of work to do with the cue ball here. Well, he got the pot, but he can't play for the pink now. He'll have to go up for the
44.
blue, and we know the danger. If you don't get the right side of the blue, there's a problem. So imperative gets nice on the blue.
45.
Just about got there.
Yeah, this red, just above the pink. If you can get on this, into this bottom right corner pocket. Well, there may be one red available. Just about into this left corner.
50.
Yeah, there you see it, right through the gap. But the red just above the pink, when he gets on that will release the other two reds.
51.
This time, doesn't look like he's going to get top side of the blue. Yeah. A little grimace. I'm sure Bingham. It's not now.
This blue will put in 56 points in front, but there's still 75 remaining.
$56.
He would have liked to have been away from this cushion a little bit more, so taking on this red, it's missable. But right in the heart of the pocket, great pot. And this time, oh, is he top side of the blue? Just about, I think. And of course, these two reds now are available. Just needs to force the angle slightly. Stun it. A lot of pace. A little bit of right hand side. That's pretty good. About the best he could do.
62.
Yeah, and nicely played. He's now at the snooker's required stage. Good start this from Stuart. Wouldn't say it was a perfect table when he came to it, but he's played some lovely positional shots.
69.
John, when he came to the table, he had one red on that, just barely on into this bottom right corner pocket. I mean, what a break this has been. Once he got that
70.
pink on the black spot, every red sort of, he potted, sort of unraveled another one. Oh, this has been a quality start. He's picking up where he left off against Ronnie O'Sullivan.
75. 76.
Look at this for a shot. Brilliant.
I tell you, Ken, he sees pictures. Oh, what a pity. He was looking for the tongue, but he was settled for that start. Jack Jones had a couple of goals at long reds, hit them too thick. Bit of tension in the arm. Nothing wrong with Stuart Bingham's cue action there. 1-0.
In terms of actually going for something, I guess you are more inclined to have a go because the other guy's not necessarily going to clear up under these conditions.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that it certainly lends itself to more attacking snooker. You know, you're not so scared to give someone a chance.
Okay, well, it's first blood to Bingham. Back we go, frame 2.
Yeah, great start from the former champion, Stuart Bingham. Always good to start off on the front foot, even in a long best of 33 frame semi-final. Nice length to cue ball from Jack Jones. Well, he's looking at a possible 3-ball plant, but I'm looking at those 2 reds. They're not in the line. Don't think they can be made. Well, he's got to be careful. He doesn't want to play 1 red onto that 2 reds that are in the line. Knock a red over this left corner pocket. Oh, and that's exactly what he's done. It's the last thing he wanted, but he's been a little bit fortunate. The red has come very close to the black. Well, it was there, but I don't think that black is available. Certainly not into the left corner, but it is available into the right. Maybe he can get enough topspin to pot this red and get back up for the blue. Screwing back. He's got the cue power.
1.
He has the cue power. Now have a look at this for a shot. Oh, that was just fantastic.
Beautiful cueing, as you say. We talk about cue power, but in the main it's about timing. Boy, he played that well. As I say, he had a couple of long pots he attempted in the first frame, but that will give him a boost of confidence. These are the first 2 balls he's potted in the match, and he'll be glad to have his hand on the table. Now does the black go?
7.
It must do. So this is a good scoring opportunity for Jack. Just the wrong side of straight. He's just checking where the black will go. Well, it's going to have to go as close to its own spot, and I don't think there'll be a problem because that red is just to the left of the black spot, so it will be able to go. He didn't trust it. Marcel Eckhart. Oh, well, maybe. What's he found? I can't see any spots. Hey, Marcel, come back here. Well, maybe that red won't go, so yeah, he was right to play for the open red.
Well, we noticed during the week there was a little rock of the black on its spot, the pink on its spot, but no rock this time. Table Feather's done a great job, as usual. But this is, well, it just sort of scuppers his plans for the moment. Got to get top side of this blue, and maybe if he can career directly into the face of the pink here with a lot of pace, well, he could possibly bring the pink into play and maybe the black into play. Needs a lot of pace on it though. Definitely the pink. Is he on a red? He is, and that's pretty good. He'll settle for that.
20.
You'd have liked to have played the one in the left corner, but a bit too much to do with the cue ball. Got a little bit to do with this, as it happens. Needs to screw back and judge it nicely. Played it well. I'm not
21.
quite certain where the pink's going to go when it's respotted.
Guys, we can hear you.
I suppose if the worst came to the worst, you could play for the red in the baulk end. Clearly goes.
$27.
And the red immediately, and to the left below the pink also goes. He just overrun it slightly. Didn't want to be using the rest.
Jack Jones.
Well, that was a classic
27.
decel. And that's the problem with using the rest. If he had his hand on the table, I think that red would have been unmissable. But he just decelerated. It was a soft little screw to stay on the pink. And he's left Stuart an easy starter.
1.
Decided to go into the reds. He's all right. He's got a red into the right centre pocket. He's not on a red into this bottom right corner pocket. You can play this red into the right centre. Just play a little delicate cannon on the red just to the right of it. Hold for the pink into the left centre. As you can see, it's quite an acute angle. Middle pockets, tightest pockets on the table. He's going to take this very fine cut into this left corner pocket. Oh, well.
7.
Once again, wiped its feet, just like the pink in the last frame. New cloth, of course, as the lads were talking about in the studio, and just slide in with the new cloth.
10.
A little bit harder, and that red wouldn't have dropped. But once again, chance for Stuart Bingham.
$11.
Yeah, landed perfect on this blue. Just seems at the moment, just from where we are, that all the reds seem to be covering one another. I mean, the red that's round about the black spot area, if you could get on that, that would be lovely. And then you could play for the black, get the black on its spot. And that's the red that Stuart's playing for. And he's on it.
16. 17.
Could play a cannon here, but he could play just for the gap in between the reds for a red into the left corner. And he's played the deft little cannon, which is, I say, he's got a wonderful touch in those
24.
particular type of shots. Just a little, just brushed off that red. Held for this red beautifully.
25.
He looks so good, doesn't he, John? I mean, he looks like he's playing with such sort of exuberance and confidence. I mean, that win against Ronnie O'Sullivan last night, well, must have done his confidence no end of good.
Yeah, we've seen Stuart play, haven't we, for many
32.
years. He's one of those, he's hot and cold, but when he's hot, he's a match for anybody, particularly in these situations.
33.
He's a scoring machine.
I like the way he's just adapted very, very quickly to the pace of the table. Cue ball has been
41.
pristine.
Got to stop pointing if the player's in the iron line, please.
Yeah, somebody on the front row there just using their arms to just gesticulate something, and I suppose sometimes you forget. But particularly if you're in the
48.
player's eye line, stay still.
$49.
Yeah, he did well to get this angle. Just wanted to be a bit further over. Now, this is a testy little shot.
56.
And the reason I say that, he's drop it in dead weight because he wouldn't have the right angle on the black. So he's got to do a little bit with the cue ball.
Yeah, I totally agree, John. I'm a little bit surprised he played for this red. He could have played for the red along the top cushion, would have been a bit easier. But now that he's using the rest, he's got to bite into the cue ball here. Could be missable. That's okay, no problem at all. And he's got a lovely angle on the black this time as well.
Yeah, we talk about
57.
cue power and everything else. How well did he hit that? Beautiful, no effort, but cued it delightfully. And just one more red. And it'll be snookers required.
64. $65.
Yeah, snookers required stage. Stuart's got bigger things on his mind. Love to go on now and make a century.
72. $73.
He's made, as I said, 583 centuries in his illustrious career. .147 9 times.
80.
Wonderful return. You just need a little bit of extension on the butt of the cue just to reach this without the rest.
$82.
Oh, didn't get into the cue ball. The U's ring out around the crucible. They'd love to see a century so early in this session. Now, can he pot the green? Get that cue ball around the table. Back up for the brown. This would be some shot. Or is he going to just try and hold it? He's going to try and hold it. The green is there. He's checked it off the cushion. He's played it perfectly well. What a shot.
18-9.
What a start. Didn't go into the middle of the pocket. He's okay. He's on the blue. Left to play it off. Maybe 2 cushions. Oh.
94.
Wriggled a bit, that one, John.
Well, how do you play this? Well, cut it to the left middle, I suppose. If it goes in, you'll be on the black. He wants it to go in. He loves a ton. Oh, it won't reach.
Stuart Bingham.
It won't reach.
And the
But
second
what a great start from Stuart Bingham. Jack Jones had a chance in that frame. Must have fairly easy read with the rest. And Stuart did the business. 2-0.
Stuart Bingham looking very...
Well, is he eyeing up, taking this red on up into the green pocket, leaving the cue ball, well, somewhere on the ball cushion. If the red goes in, he'll have the black. If it doesn't, sort of an element of safety. No, didn't hit it at all well. Caught the green. So here's a chance now for Jack Jones. Easy starter, long way away from the pot was Stuart. Easy starter, black to follow maybe. And try and get that arm going.
One.
He's a little bit thinner on the black than he would like. That's why he was looking at the brown. Just the problem is when you're playing a thin cut, the cue ball's running loose a little bit. So he decided to play for this red that's below the black. But these need due care and attention.
Nice.
Good shot. Good shot. And he's come straight on the black. So the only red he can play for is the one on the other side of the blue. This will take some shot.
Yeah. Great shot.
Wonderful. Screwed back there, lots of right hand side, we call it reverse side. Beautifully played. Now, I don't know if there's any balls in that cluster available. He's looking now. I don't think he can get the best angle on the blue because the angle on the red, so he's looking to get on the brown and then go into the cluster. Can he get on the blue? We'll soon know. Oh, and he's playing it with a lot of side just to get
Jack
the angle
Jones,
on the blue. Took his
16.
eye off the pot. Would you believe it?
One.
He's just hit it enough, and as you can see, this red is available. And if he pots this, the red just to the left of it will be available into the right corner pocket. Good catch. Nothing wrong with his reflexes either, John.
Yeah, the sun came out in Sheffield today, and lots of ugly buglies will.
7.
Now, as Ken said, there's one red on the left-hand side of the cluster that is available. So that's what he's played, and you purposely leave yourself low on it, so in potting it,
14.
you can bring other balls into play. Now he can play a run-through, or he can stun off the reds and go back up for the blue.
15.
Well, he's brought 2 reds out. It's about as good as he could do.
Yeah, this will be an interesting shot. He's got 2 loose reds, but he's got a wonderful angle. He could go into the apex pink ball, full ball. As long as those reds just beneath the pink aren't the plant, which I don't think they are, into this left corner, he could take the opportunity. Be very positive. Doesn't have to, but could do. Yeah, that's a shot. He's got to be on one. He's got to be so unlucky if he's not.
20.
He's a bit unlucky.
Well, he's still got a pot on to the right middle, but well, it's not a natural path for the cue ball to get on the black, so work to do. It's high, it's high.
Stuart Bingham.
Oh, and he's got the cover. He's got the cover. He left the red near the middle pocket, but he's covered the red. And all the players who are watching were saying that's why we call him Ballroom Bingham.
Absolutely. That thought had crossed my mind, John. Nothing available into that left centre. The red just to the right of the pink spot. He's going to play this up into the yellow pocket, playing it with an element of safety. Yeah, no, it's not in. He played it, and he's okay. He's always playing that up into the ball. Cue ball could have been on the yellow. It's in. But yeah, could have been an easier starter, couldn't it?
Telling safety that from Stuart. Purposely played that red to career into the other reds, and he was looking for that target behind yellow and green. Didn't quite get it, but there's nothing here inviting for Jack to play. And remember, he's got to somehow not leave that red near the right middle for Stuart. Is there a gap? There is. Well, that was advantageous, but for the gap, he'd been in all kinds of trouble. Good shot.
Stand by for Jesus, Mike.
So, Stuart pondering that shot, but right now is the time for us to leave you here on BBC Two. But rest assured, we are going to continue our live coverage of this session over on BBC Four now. So we would kindly ask you to make the hop with us if you can, and we'll
Opnieuw een probleem gecreëerd. Weinig plaats over voor Jones. Om hier nog door de hoek links van die rol te halen. Ja, weinig plaats. Raakt hem dan net. Dan lijkt dat mee te vallen, maar is het afwachten of Bingham bij die pot kan? Nee, kan er niet bij. Goeie bal dan. Met een gelukje. Heeft momenteel die tikjes nodig. Moet zo snel mogelijk een frame op het bord krijgen. Ja, opnieuw is die roze bal de reddende bal. Tikje op tafel uit appreciatie van Bingham. Een paar minuten geleden. 6 minuten. En er zal nog wel even bij komen nu. Bingham zit hier wel met een probleem opgezadeld. Die rode die daar wat in het midden is gekomen ligt in de weg. Ja, moest hij dunner. Hoop dat die bal niet in de pocket gaat. Goeie bal van Bingham. Ook dit is mooi. Die safeties. Telkens je denkt dat er echt een probleem gecreëerd is, komen de mannen wel met een oplossing. Maar iemand moet die eerste fout gaan maken hier in deze fase in frame 3. Maar Bingham kraakt nog niet. Ja. Eén goede safety naar de andere. Oh, en daar wordt het probleem op die manier opgelost. Blijft wit nog op tafel, ja. Ja, zeker voor het frame misschien wel. Een vloek voor Jack Jones. Gaat geen snoekerspeler, gaat voor de aanval. Ja, hij zit nog niet in de match hoor. Het is een andere
Jack
tafel,
Jones, one.
andere lichten, andere omgeving. Het is de eerste keer dat we hem zo zien.
One.
En Bingham. Die ook niet zijn beste bal speelt vanavond. Kan hij daar wel bij? Gaat hij niet op die rode hangen? Maakt deze pot een stuk moeilijker. Marcel Eckert dit goed in de gaten gaat houden. Het zit er dichtbij hoor, Bingham. Ja. Het is irritant dat Eckert daarbij staat, maar hij moet. Met de rest dan maar. Dan denkt ballrun. Mooi beeld dit. Jawel. Absolute topbal.
6. Seven.
Opgevolgd door een zwakke.
Fourteen. Fifteen.
Ja, blijft moeizaam dit frame.
Stuart Bingham, 15. One.
Ja, applausje waardig. Mooie plant. En nu kan hij nu doordrukken. Ja, goed gespeeld hoor. Dat was het enige beetje negatieve wat Judd Trump zei na zijn verliespartij. Was natuurlijk teleurgesteld. Hij zei dat het moeilijk was tegen Jones. Dat hij eigenlijk iets te traag is. Dat hij geen ritme vond.
Four.
Dat is misschien wel waar, maar natuurlijk aan de speler zelf om daar een antwoord op te vinden. Wanneer je aan tafel staat, bepaal je zelf het tempo. Maar ja, wanneer je een paar ballen mist, zoals nu Bingham in dit frame, ja, dan wordt het gespeeld naar het tempo van de minst snelle. Maar je kan eigenlijk echt niet zeggen dat hij super traag is. Wanneer de ballen daar liggen, beslist hij snel, speelt hij snel daarna. Als je dit allemaal netjes oplijnt, kan je hem ook niet kwalijk nemen. Absoluut niet. Heel veel sympathie gewonnen, Jack Jones, hier bij het publiek. Heel down to earth. Geen grote uitbarstingen.
19.
Ook niet na die overwinning op Trump. Beheersing, dat was zijn codewoord. Beheersing die hij nu niet heeft vanavond. Hij heeft het niet.
Jack Jones.
Hij is niet
19.
gesetteld. Deze bal was een afstand die eigenlijk wat te snel was. Liet iets te snel los.
One. Eight. Nine. Fourteen. Stuart Bingham. 14.
Ja, laat hij hem liggen, dat is de vraag.
Foul in de miss.
Ja,
Stuart Bingham.
die gaat hij wel.
One.
Ja. Die ging hij zeker aannemen. Dit is de kans voor Bingham om er gewoon 3-0 van te maken. Na een strijd.
Fine. No problem. Yeah. Seven.
Ja, dat was frameball voor Bingham. Die ook frame 3 op zijn naam gaat schrijven.
Fourteen. Nineteen.
Was strijd in dit frame. Maar ook dat frame gaat naar Bingham. Haha, dat is dan een beauty. Hij is helemaal gesetteld. Stuart Bingham. Alsof hij nooit weg is geweest sinds 2015. Nou, die middenpocket dan nog? Nee.
25 and the first frame, Stuart.
Maar 78-36 voor Bingham. En 3-0. Ja, Jack Jones gaat alle zeilen moeten bijzetten. Ja, mensen die heel wat hebben om over na te praten. Er is nog één frame te gaan voor de mid-session.
The fourth frame. Stuart Bingham to break.
Eén frame te gaan. Eén frame dat Jones moet winnen. Maar niet als het aan deze man ligt. Heeft de longpot niet. Ja, dan komt er weer een nieuwe kans. Het is niet dat Jones geen kansjes krijgt. Twee heel sterke frames om te beginnen van Bingham. Met breaks van 76 en 94. Maar nu ja, komen er toch wel wat momenten.
One.
Ja, hij krijgt applaus voor deze bal.
He's just not gone far enough. A fraction out. Just have to play safe.
Jack Jones 9.
Well, I'm going to say something which is seems pretty obvious, but at least he never missed. And if you don't miss, you get to play the next shot. And he's played a good safety.
I'm not so sure whether Stuart can swerve slightly around the yellow. Try and clip this pack down the left-hand side. Dangerous, that shot. Yeah, over or under swerve it. It could go wrong. You could leave a red on. Playing down the right-hand side. Found the gap between pink and reds. We settled for that. Okay, not tight to the ball cushion, but he hasn't left anything. Can Jack Jones get down maybe behind black and grey in here? Tried it, but decent length of the cue ball, tight to that ball cushion. Even if you can't get cover, so important. Just getting close to that ball cushion. The only small area of the ball to hit, and just makes the safety shot a little bit harder. But this is a good, very, very good.
Bit pacey. He may not have left a pot on, but Stuart, with his hand on the table, you expect him to play a better safety shot than that. As we've said, there's a few targets to aim at there. The brown, the green, the black. And if you can sneak in behind one of those, you have Jack in big, big trouble. Oh, he's caught it much too thick. Now then, well, surely he's, I mean, well, he could have left something easier than this. I think he can just get, can he, to the potting angle, to the right corner? He's got the one to the right middle, but that's tricky. Stuart's been very fortunate not to leave him something easier than what he's got. I think it's going to have to be the red to the right middle. How do you like these when you've been struggling? Well, this red goes to the far left corner. The reason I think he's playing it is thinking, well, I can play it, and the only red I can leave is this one. So it makes it a good choice, but he wants it in desperately. No. As I say, the only red he could leave. Oh, well, he settled for that. Don't get me wrong, he'd have loved the red in. But his turn to have a good run of the balls.
Now that's a quality escape. Recognised by his opponent, Jack Jones, tap on the table in appreciation. Good sportsmanship. Needs to miss the brown here. Well, that's okay. A glancing blow. Second best. And once again, a lot of distance between red and cue ball. He's going to hit this very precisely. And has done. Look at this for a return. Look at this for a return shot. Excellent.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason sometimes, is there? There's a gap, though. There's always a gap. No, but Stuart had his hand on the table before. Safety too thick. He's tight under the baulk cushion there and hit it perfect. So just trying to nestle to one of these reds near the top cushion. It's got to keep on running. It's got to keep on running. Just good shot. Yeah, nice shot from Stuart. But, well, I say an escape route. And he can swing it round and maybe try and get him behind the black himself here. Looks a good line to me. Looks a beautiful line. Is it hard enough? You bet it is. But there's a gap. But all the gap does is gives him a shot at this red near the top cushion, but he can't hit either side of it. So he's going to have to play it, I think, as though he's snookered. I can't, unless he swerves. Can he bend it? Oh, just playing the contain. He's trusting the table. Has it let him down? I think it has. Sure, this red is on.
Yeah, I think it is, John. And very dangerous shot to play. Length of the table. Can always sort of drift off, go over a finger mark, bit of chalk.
One.
Now, Jack, what can you do here? Needs to get top side of the blue, and he hasn't. That's poor. Should have made sure he had some sort of angle on the blue, but as you can see, it's going the wrong way.
Well, he's played for this red to the left corner.
6.
He thinks if he screws and cannons the red just to the right of it, it'll be on the pink to the middle. But once again, he decelled. You see, that's when you hit it too thin. Just trying to play the delicate shot. If it had been right side of the blue, he wouldn't have had to play it like that.
Yeah, and that little gesture with his right hand. That'll tell us he's feeling very nervous. His hand is shaking slightly. That's what he was gesticulating. That's not a good sign. Oh, looked a little bit high. Just the pace. But he's not ideal on this pink. Doesn't want to refuse it, John, does he? He hasn't refused many, and he didn't against Ronnie O'Sullivan. But it's a different situation now. He's got his opponent already on the ropes so early on. Does he take the pot on and possibly leave his opponent in an easy chance if he misses it? That's what's going through his mind at the moment.
Yeah, he's got him against the ropes. He doesn't want to let him off. and that's understandable, but you still got to play your own game. If you've come out with a game plan to be positive, just because you've gone 3 up, it doesn't mean to say you have to go on the defensive. And he's not even looked at the black. He's behind the file of too difficult, but it's probably just as easy as the pink. He never liked the pink. No. Where's it going? Where's the pink ball going? Oh!
Stuart Bingham 1.
Well, it's blocked the pocket for reds, and he's covered the one on the left-hand side of the table. Balls are running nicely for Stuart at the moment.
Yeah, he's had a huge slice of luck there. He's got the cover on this red on the left-hand side with the blue, as you've said. And it's been very fortunate. Nothing to go at, only try and get that cue ball, if he can, down behind that black and green. Big target. Try and swing it off, maybe 3 or 4 cushions here. Oh, needs to hit this full ball, and he has done. His turn to get a little bit of luck.
Yeah, I think that was a hangover from the last time he was at the table there, Jack. So Stuart just play safe off this. I mean, he may take it on, but the pink's not available anymore. So no reward for a difficult pot, which it would have been. This looks another excellent safety shot. Beautiful length. Played to perfection. Needs cover, needs cover. Where's the cue ball going? Oh, it's gone in behind the black. Well, all's fair.
Well, what a shot he's played there. I think he deserves a little bit of luck with what's gone on so far. Oh, this looks a good pace. Very, very good. Now, can he play the plant? Maybe not. Looks like the red is covered. Those 2 reds. And it's a bit of a problem, this, John, because he's got to... He certainly won't go with the cue ball back up behind the black. He's got to maybe go down the left-hand side of the table. Hopefully get cover on yellow and blue.
Yeah, it's very hard to know how he... I suppose if you got close to the far left corner pocket, you'd have the blue and a few reds covering it. Well, trying to get in behind the black, this is risky. This is risky. It needs to be inch perfect.
Oh.
Has he covered it? Tap on the table from Stuart Bingham tells me he has.
Well, it was a risky one, and he's played it to perfection. He would have loved to have got that cue ball tight behind the black, but still got the cover. Brave shot he took on there. Now, what's Stuart Bingham looking at? Is it a possibility of a plant? I don't think he can plant it direct. He's trying to go maybe off the cushion here with these 2 reds.
Yeah, plant to the cushion and going off the red that's closest to the pocket.
Oh!
And he's done it!
What a shot.
I told you, Ken, he sees pictures.
Well, 1.
What inventive shot that was. Well picked out. It's not often you see a shot like that where you plant 2 reds off a cushion to hit another red and go into the pocket. But he's not happy with that shot. He's left it well short.
Another plant. This is his main concern, is to clear this red away from the corner and get back up to the baulk end. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Stuart Bingham,
So
4.
after that excellent shot on his last visit, didn't make the most of it. And cries of "come on, Jack." Just to remind you, there is a mid-session interval after this frame. Big difference, isn't they? 4-0 or 3-1. Didn't want to risk it, and I don't blame him. You get that temptation when you're not so much frozen out because he's had chances, but then you're desperate, aren't you, to get in. So he did well there to control his natural instinct. Another excellent safety shot from Stuart Bingham. Making it very difficult for Jack. I think he can maybe just get past the green. Stood to one side to let the referee have a look. He can get past the blue as well, just in case the thin contact doesn't work and the balls have to be replaced. If he misses the green, this could finish up behind the black. Just a touch short of pace, but another excellent length. Safety from both players has been exquisite.
Yeah, look at that safety success percentage. 88% for Jack Jones. 84% Stuart Bingham. Very, very high. Quality safety from both players. Trying to come down the right hand side this time.
For once, somebody caught a baulk colour, and of course if you do, then invariably the cue ball will finish up on the baulk line, so you leave your opponent with his hand on the table. Now, is he eyeing up a pot, or is it just safety? I can't see a pot that's available to him. No. He's trying to get in behind that black again, but this time he flicked the green. Well, back to his good safety. Good cue ball. Now, if he's blocked on that blue, stops Stuart getting to the red on the left-hand side of the table. If he has blocked the escape route down the left-hand side of the table, Stuart's in a spot of bother here. Because the right-hand side, as we can see, is very congested. You can maybe play thin off this red that's closer to the top cushion, but that type of shot, if you catch it slightly thick, that red will go back up the table with a cue ball. In a spot of bother. Is he trying to pot his way out of trouble? No, he felt as though he could swing the cue ball, but he had no real control. Now, here's a chance for Jack. Been a long, protracted safety battle. He gets first chance. Struggling. Really struggling. Once again, too thin. Just means that he didn't let the cue go through as he would normally. So here's a chance for Stuart. It's not a bad chance.
One.
Easy starter. Pink over the corner. Forget about the black. He won't look at that. But he's got the pink on its spot. He'll have the blue on its spot. Good scoring opportunity.
7. Eight.
So this pink will put him 4 points in front. Just trying to work out now, only 4 points
14.
in front. Just needs a few of these reds near the top cushion.
15.
It's not that easy an opportunity.
Yeah, it's just a case of staying at the table as long as you can. You wouldn't call it a frame winning opportunity with the position of particularly these 4 reds. On the black spot. Needs a bounce. A little bit short of pace.
20.
Got to be careful here. Plays with a lot of pace. It's more missable. Nice. Judged it lovely.
21.
Yeah, it made a lovely popping sound as it hit the back of the leather, didn't it? Right in the heart of the pocket.
Could play on blue here, but may like to play for pink, and pink could be a nicer ball to get on to maybe develop some of these reds. Yeah.
27.
It's a better angle. Yeah. Let me play a nice little cannon on one of these reds. Just flick one away and leave the other one on. Oh, he can do. What a shot. What a shot.
33.
A Nicely played now. Lots of pace, bringing reds into play.
34.
Ooh, look where this red has ended up. That is going to help. Okay, he's got a difficult pot on the pink. Doesn't have to do much with the cue ball.
Oh, good pot. That was probably the biggest pot of this session so far.
40.
Stuart desperate to keep Jack Jones away from the table. He played a very risky shot there when he brought all the other reds into play. So there was a lot of pressure on that pink, and it never looked like
41.
missing. As we say, 4-0 at the mid-session interval is what he wants. He'll now be disappointed with anything less. This blue to go 36 points in front. There'll be 51 remaining. So 36, if he puts red-blue, he'll need one more red. Well, no matter which way he goes, and unless he played for the black.
46.
Red-black would put him 44 points in front, with 43 remaining.
$47.
So just made certain of the red to get on the blue. So one more red required to get to snooker's required.
Well,
Stuart Bingham.
can you believe it?
47.
In a word, no.
Wow. Incredible. Blue would have put him, well, in a very strong position. 42 with 43 remaining, and the situation at the table, well, would have been hard to beat. Now all of a sudden those 5 points make a big difference. Gives Jack Jones a little bit of leeway. Didn't take it on. Played safe. Could have played it better.
Yeah. Just this red required. Thought there was value. Where's this cue ball going? It's very close to the corner. Oh, it's nice now. So Jack Jones needs a good safety here. He's got to try and force a mistake from Stuart, you think, to have any chance in this frame. Decent safety, but not got the snooker.
Well, it's just eyeing up. He's contemplating taking the red on. Just, it could be the only red you'd expect him to leave. Unless it went into the pocket and knocked the other red over to the right corner. He only needs the red. Does he take it on? Could try and double it into the opposite corner pocket with safety in mind. Well, if he had to hit it, it may have gone close to that corner pocket. But he's got it safe. Now a chance for Jack Jones. He's got to try and get this red off this top cushion underneath the black spot. Just bring it into play. Just even if Stuart has a pot on it, it just gives him a little bit of a chance that if he does come to the table, he can maybe clear. Good effort. Well, it's not too bad.
Yes,
Well
be careful with the wrappers, please.
Chance.
It's quite nicely done here, thank you.
Here comes the chance, Jack. Half ball pot. You knock these in for fun normally.
One.
Good pot. Nicely on the blue. Yeah, nicely dispatched into the corner pocket. He's got an angle on the blue. And he can afford a blue with the last red. Blue or pink. Lots of side, trying to get behind it.
6.
It's awkward.
This is a tester, isn't it? You feel he's going to go for it, but it's what we call a blind pocket. You see the cue ball, the object ball, but you haven't got the pocket in your eye line. You got to pick that spot and commit. Beautifully played. Cue ball, perfect on the pink. Here's the chance. There's pink and the 6 remaining colours. Just always felt, Ken, the slight little problem here was the proximity of the green with the black. Just got to find a way so he can pot that green and be able to manoeuvre the cue ball. He's looking now.
Yeah, and it might not be a bad idea. What he's looking at is maybe leaving the cue ball somewhere just above the balk line, be able to pot the green, bring the black into play and still be on the brown. He's going to need the black. He'd prefer it if it was away from that cushion. So he could leave a nice angle on the green and pot in this yellow. And that's exactly what he's done. He's got to be very precise with this. He's got to keep his eye on the pot, because watching that cue ball off the black and just take your eye off the pot slightly. Make sure the pot, cue ball naturally going into the black. Great shot. Is he on the brown? A little bit pacey.
18.
I don't think he expected to be this far away from the brown. I'm not quite certain how the cue ball got up there, but anyway, he's not hampered by the black. Hand on the table. The problem with these thin cuts, if you don't miss them, you usually leave them, so he needs this to go in. It's there! What a pot! Couldn't hold perfect for the Blues, so another pressure pot coming up. Is it middle or far right corner? Far right corner gives him automatic position on the pink. Right middle may be easier. It's far right corner. Fantastic! Absolutely brilliant! Pink and black. Well, Ken, I think there'll be big moments in this match, but maybe none bigger than this.
Wow, what a clearance this will be. Black for a sensational steal.
Absolutely brilliant. What a way to put your first frame on the scoreboard. Stuart Bingham will be kicking himself, but every credit to Jack Jones. He'll be feeling a lawful lot better now. First frame on the scoreboard, mid-session interval. Bingham 3, Jones 1.
Oh, Bingham, well, he's been here before. This is his third semi-final. Jack Jones, it's a first taste. It's been a bit of a baptism of fire, but he's in the match as we hand you back to Ken and John.
Thank you, Hazel.
Please, it's the 5th frame.
Yeah, you would imagine that Jack Jones is feeling an awful lot better as he breaks off in frame 5. 8 to be played in this session, remember? This match, the best of 33. 3 sessions of 8 and then a possible 9 in the final session for a place in the final. Stuart's been there before, but that was a little bit of a knock, that last frame. But it doesn't seem to affect him. Great opening red, and he's going to finish on the ball colour.
1.
What a red. Not a bad little kiss on the black either. Look where the cue ball's finished. Nice angle on one of these ball colours. Back up for a red. Just maybe the one right or left of the pack.
Five.
Well, he's going to play for black or blue here.
Six.
Yeah, good shot. He's played for the blue. He's nicely on it. He's top side.
Now, decision. There's a few loose reds. I'd be surprised if he played the cannon. And the reason I say that, could tie the black up if he smashes into the balls. Only
11.
problem with that, easy to roll this red in and finish on the black, but you won't have a good angle to get into the red, so just wondering, Ken, will he screw back, give himself an angle?
Yeah, he's got to get over the left-hand side of the table, give himself a nice angle.
12.
Yeah, that's not too bad, because he's got the angle now to get over to the right-hand side of the table. For these 2 reds, you see them at the bottom of the pack into the same pocket. Got to judge it off 2 cushions, maybe. A little bit short of pace.
19.
Could have done with it's a few more inches off that cushion. We could play, not the direct one, but maybe the second red, because the second red cue ball would be going into the pack. He's playing the first red, but cue ball going through the pack here. Oh, he needed to. And that's why I thought the second red was a better choice, John.
Absolutely. I'm amazed he didn't play the other red. It looked like he'd get through to it, and there wasn't as many balls to run through.
Yeah.
It's not like Stuart to make a mistake like that.
I think he played the easier one of the 2.
Yeah, the one that couldn't be missed.
Yeah.
But it wasn't good for position. So didn't make the most of that good opening red.
Stuart Bingham. 20.
Good safety though. But a possible pot on here. There's 3 reds in a line. The bottom one, it does pot into this left corner, and the natural path will be taking the cue ball back to the balk end. Got it a little bit too thick, but the main concern was get that cue ball back to balk. Red on the left hand side of the table is potable. Can he avoid the kiss on the second red? I think that's what just put him off slightly. And as we always say, if you're going to miss that type of shot, always err on the side of hitting it too thin. Another possible half chance for Jack. Didn't fancy it, thought he was going to run into another ball. Good line. Good safety.
Yeah, been very impressed with Jack Jones' safety throughout this championship. Clips those balls very, very well indeed. You see an 88% safety success. That tells a story. 82% for Stuart. He got his hand on the table here, but not quite sure he'll take this red on. It's not guaranteed to be on a colour.
Yeah, and also he's got that green near the ball cushion that he could use as a target, but he seems to be eyeing up the pot. I presume he thinks the only red he can leave is the one he's playing. But right in the heart of the pocket, and perfect on the blue. Great pot.
Yeah, and how sweet. He cued that. Beautiful, nice angle on the blue as well. Well, he's got a selection of reds here to play for.
Yeah, just, I mean, the obvious red you think to play on is the one immediately to the left of the pink. And the pink probably goes to the right corner, but if he plays red-pink, does the pink get tied up? That's why I'd be reluctant to play for the pink. I can only assume that if the pink is potted, it goes back on its spot and it won't be available. And he needs the pink in play. So concentrate on the blue.
Well, he's played for the pink here. Actually a good play. If this pink doesn't go on its spot, if it's covered, well then it will go on the black spot. And I think that's why he took that red, John. Just that previous red that was in a line with the black spot.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that red is occupying the pink spot.
13.
So he's thinking clearly.
14.
Oh, needs to get up on top side again, a little bit short. It's so important. Always get top side of the blue, particularly when the red's around pink and black area. You're going to leave mid-distance pots.
The problem with this is that
19.
might have a bit to do with the cue ball. Those two reds together to the left of the pink, he's got to be careful that doesn't cover the path to the pink. Can he run through off the top cushion? Avoid that red near the top cushion? Well, he's stunning across, I think, for the pink in the same pocket as the red.
20.
And played it well. Played it very well.
Yeah, a couple of pots already in this break, going right into the middle of the pocket. That gives you confidence. And of course that wonderful clearance before the mid-session. Well, you can see the bit more of a spring and a step now, a bit more self-assured.
He doesn't want to play for it, but anything else is going to be difficult. I mean, he doesn't want to play for the red near the top cushion, but He's got the perfect angle to drop on it. Just doesn't fancy it. He thinks it's tricky. Could be missed, but if it's the right shot, you should play for it. No, he didn't want to risk it. So he's played for a plant that isn't bang
26.
on, needs to be made. As you see. Certainly there's the gap enough to make it, but preferred this to the red along the top cushion. His choice. Is it the right one? Tis now, tis now.
Yeah, good shot. It's amazing, John, isn't it? Because these tables have been playing so tight, he's still reluctant to play for this red below the pink. There's been a lot of talk about the new batch of tables and how they differ from
33.
tables of the last few years. And that's why he hasn't played for the red below the pink. He should have. It would have been the positive shot. And now he's hampered.
Yeah, that red and black, that's where his hand would be. Make certain of the pot. Well played. Lost the cue ball slightly, but it's not bad.
But once again, the angle is not great. He's going to have to play for this red. This time. And he's got a nice angle. He could have played that shot a few shots ago.
40.
This time he was forced into it. But he's got to play this just a little pace, but not too hard. Give it a chance to drop in the pocket. He'd be nicely on the pink. No problem. No problem whatsoever. All of a sudden, John, he's a different player.
Yeah, well, you referred to that last frame. That would just give him the boost that he was looking for. And of course, Stuart Bingham sat in his seat, knows in that last frame when he missed
47.
well, what looked an unmissable blue when he just needed the blue and one more red to go 4-0 in front of the mid-session interval.
.48.
He's let Jack Jones off the hook. So 28 points the lead, pot the blue 33. So he needs, after this blue, red, core, red. He's trying to bring this red into play. Oh boy, has he played that well. That red colour red looks a formality now.
53.
He couldn't have played that any better. Just brilliance.
54.
And he played the positive shot. He had the angle. He needed the red. Should win the frame now. What a break this is. And we always say, and it's an old cliche, it's an old
59.
adage, you never settle down till you win that first frame. Now that he won that wonderful frame,
60.
look at the confidence has come back to him. He's exuding it.
Yeah, and I think the way he won it. Now pot this pink, don't take it for granted. Oh, he's missed the cannon. 46 points the lead. 35 remaining. Stuart will play on, you would have thought. Yeah, Stuart
Jack
coming
Jones,
back to the table.
66.
So it's 3-4 point snookers required. He'll be disappointed he didn't keep Stuart in his seat. Yeah, he tried to get him behind the green there, missed it completely. Now Jack won't want to be spending too much time trying to get out of snooker, so it's important that he puts this red away. Wow. Couldn't be any closer.
That's not a good idea, bringing the black away from cushion. He's put it in a probably a better spot for snookers. Still a tall order for Stuart Bingham. But one snooker and a free ball, it's always possible. That would give him a maximum of 12 points. Red, black and all the colours would be, well, 47 points, so he could win with one. That's what he's hoping for, but now a chance for Jack Jones. Put this frame to bed.
Yeah, just a little bit too much pace for the black, but has the blue got the snooker? Maybe not. Now there's an edge. Maybe enough of an edge. Does this red pass the green? Clearly does. Now, can you see enough of this red? He's having a look at the potting angle, so I assume that he can. Well, he got in behind the green, but this red is running loose. It's a thin one, but it may cut. Although if he thinks it's an enough, he won't play the pot. And he obviously thought it was. Yeah, if you can't get the snooker, make certain you get the object ball safe.
Yeah, I mean, he could double the red back up towards the yellow pocket. Even if he leaves it over the corner pocket, try and force Stuart into maybe potting the red. Could still get cover with the blue. Yeah, that's the shot. Would have preferred to direct it towards the corner pocket, but he's still got some sort of cover with the blue. Got to try and force Stuart to pot the red if he can. Doesn't want to leave this red on the table any longer, Jack Jones. That's one of the reasons why. Good snooker, this one. Okay, should be able to come off 2 cushions. The black hit the red, but it's missable. And if he plays with pace and misses it, he could leave a free ball. That's what he's concerned with.
Yeah, 2 cushions. I think the 2 cushion escape is on. I've got a nod from him, folks, so it must be.
Yeah, I think it's on a little bit of left-hand side. Just widen the angle.
I certainly would prefer the 2 cushion to the 1 cushion, but it's the 1 cushion he's playing. Plenty of room to go round this red. Oh, but played it well.
Yeah, good shot.
And of course he played it at that speed, so if he did miss the red, no danger of leaving a free ball. Yeah, too pacey. So here's another chance for Jack to dot the I's and cross the T's in this 5th frame, which has gone on a little bit longer than he would have liked. But it's ended now. Great pot. And no way back to the table now for Stuart Bingham.
Pink ball.
Yeah, just a little nestle up to the pink. Don't worry, no danger, no danger at all.
Jack Jones.
Stuart can see it's a little wry smile from him. So Jack Jones' recovery continues. Only 1 in it now. Bingham leads 3-2.
This man is really beginning to think clearly. I think it's beginning to show in the way he's going around his work at the table. And he's very definitely in this semi-finals. We head into frame 6 of the 33 possible.
Good break off from Stuart. This red on the right hand side of the table sticking out, but you won't play it because you couldn't get on a colour, so just playing the containing safety. Well, this red, similar to the opening red he got in the last frame, that, well, he scored enough to get to snooker's required. Obviously, needs good cueing. Well, it was so close. I think he thought the only red he could leave was the one he was playing, and wouldn't you know it, that's the one he's left.
One.
A couple of reds played on here. He'd like to get a nice angle on the black if he could. Get low on the black from this next red.
Yeah, just short of pace, and with both reds available, no need to have been short.
7.
You'd have liked to have knocked that red in and been a nice angle on the black to go into the cluster, knowing he still had that loose red. But that's not an option now.
$14.
You can't go into the pack off this red. You just play the black again.
15.
Just stun up. Comes up high on his next red. Beyond the red into the same pocket. If it's low, he'll have the red in the middle. But he'll be looking for an angle very, very
22.
soon off this red or the next.
$23.
How does he play for the loose red? He's on the pink. Could play for the pink and then red, blue, maybe split the pack. Maybe that's just what he's thinking of.
Yeah, I certainly think it's a better pack to go in off the blue.
29.
But has he got the angle to screw back and get good on the blue? Just about. Tried to
30.
screw off the cluster. He wanted to be straighter on that red. He's lost the cue ball. He's coming round desperately looking for a plant. I can't see one. And if there isn't one, he'll just be potting the blue for an extra 5 points. I mean, if he wasn't on the cushion, you could say he could force this in and come round off 2 cushions and go in career into the reds. But tight under the cushion, you can't play that. Surely.
Well,
35.
these 2 reds, they're lined up here into this bottom right corner pocket, but I don't think he's going to play it. It's very risky, just going off the top of the pack, back up to behind the green or pink.
35.
That's not too bad. Only a break of 35 though. Maybe disappointed.
There is a gap in between the pink and blue, but can't get the edge of the red, so can't get back to the balk end. Put these reds tightly clustered. It's not a problem really, just side cushion, nestle into them. You won't be leaving anything. Now, does this top red go to the right corner? If it does, well, I don't think it does it? It's close, but no. So he's just playing the safety. And once again, you can't fault the length of these safeties. That's an excellent shot from Jack Jones.
Safety has been impeccable. Really. It's up to 90% now. I mean, you get up to mid-70s and high 70s, you're pretty happy, but, you know, always the pressure. Playing good safety, getting that tight to that ball cushion, always a chance of forcing a mistake. And that's exactly what he's done.
don't think there's all the pocket available, but he's right behind it. Don't expect him to miss it. Oh, well, he did. Where's the cue ball going? Where's the red going? Well,
Calm down, John.
I'm enjoying myself. Well, Jack's turn to have a bit of luck. Covered the easy red over the corner. The red closest to the cue ball obviously is potable. But Stuart knows if he misses it, he'll leave the red that's closest to the pocket.
Well, I put a little circle in there, John. I just wonder, can he play the shot? Play it slowly, leave the cue ball over there, cover the red, and the pocket with the pack still be on the blue. Oh, he's gone to try and cover it with the blue now, has he?
I'm right in line with it, Ken. Well, I was going to say he has, but a gentle swerve. This red's potable. Just a trace of left-hand side will bend the cue ball. Doesn't have to do a lot because the black's adjacent to the opposite corner. When you play this type of shot, the slower you play it, the more you give chance for the spin to grip the cloth.
One.
Has he come out far enough for the black? I think he has.
Eight.
This time, I had to play for the red, and he's on it nicely.
Nine.
Oh, well, this wobbled a few times. I thought he missed that. Now, what's available into the right corner? The angle, because of the red struggled into the pocket. Didn't go into the middle of the pocket. He's sort of struggling now with the angle on the black. Has he got a red into the left centre? Don't think that red is potable into this bottom right corner, but if we get the cue ball somewhere where it is now, he'd be able to pot that red into the left centre.
Yeah, it clearly goes. But it's a precise positional shot. He's playing the cannon. Forcing it in. It's very hard to, because by the time the cue ball was run through, come off the cushion, there's not a lot of pace left in it. But he's just looking for one ball to pot. Is there anything to the far corner pockets? One to the far left corner pocket, but I don't see where the colour comes from if he plays that. And if you can't get on a colour, it's not worth the risk. Is he another one to the far right corner? Boy, that's tight. He thinks it goes. to slow up. Needs to slow up.
17.
Nothing.
Well, what a brave pot. Or just over around the cue ball. Could take the blue one, but wow, that would be very, very risky.
Well, particularly with the proximity of the pink to the cue ball, you always feel inhibited because you think when you push the cue through, you could foul the pink. Could just nestle on the pink and leave Stuart hampered, you know. Needs a delicate touch.
Jack
That's
Jones,
what
17.
he's done. Left Stuart badly hampered.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem though. He could just play off left-hand side cushion, nestle into those two reds just below the black to the left. It's a big target. A bit surprised. He's going to try and play cue ball back to ball, but hampered. Dangerous. Dangerous shot to play. He had such an easy shot to nestle on these two reds below the black. Took a more risky one, and that could be costly.
Yeah, I can't believe he didn't play your shot, Ken. Anyway, Jack comes to the table, 18 points behind.
1.
And those two reds that are near the top cushion, he'll need them. And it's not the best start. Didn't get the right side of the blue.
Well, this is a red. You'd expect him to pot, but he should have really been closer to this. There's pressure on it. He's going to leave reds. If he does miss it, he's got to play the cannon into the red, stay for the black.
7.
He's played it nicely, yeah. Striking the ball. So much more authority now.
Now then. Well, is he playing the cannon on these two reds near the top cushion? No, he's playing to avoid them. I mean, he's going to need those two reds, but
14.
I think he was more concerned with getting back in the frame. Just 4 points behind now.
15.
But it was an opportunity, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you'd try and tidy up these two reds, Sean, won't he, after this black? Leave a nice angle on the black to go into those reds. You could play a cannon where you'd be knocking one of those reds towards the left
22.
corner pocket. He'd be searching for an angle, either off this next red or the one after. You'll only get 2 chances, so if you can do it off this red, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
No, I agree. Don't leave it till the last minute. He's got a nice angle on this red to leave himself wherever he wants to be on the black. You'll grasp these opportunities when they arrive.
23.
You can see the expression on his face, just a little bit straight, but this cannon's still on. Well, he's developed the red, but he can't do anything with it.
30.
You just have to roll it in and play safe. Can't do anything with that. And if he tries to force it to get out for the black, you can bet your life he'd miss the red. So just roll the red in.
31.
Left himself a bit of a shot at the black, but you can see the potting angle. He's taking him up to the balk end. So you'd think if he's playing the black, he'd only be doing it for the 7 extra points. Yellow, try and get him behind green and pink. Ken, do you think?
Yeah, the only could do. It's a big target behind the green.
Yellow
He's
ball.
going to play your shot, John. Yeah, just play half ball. Try and get that cue ball hidden behind the green. Oh, this looks
Check,
good.
John.
This looks very, very good indeed.
31.
Good shout, John. He's played it well.
Oh, terrific hit. Just unfortunate that Stuart caught it just a little bit too thin. That's why the cue ball careered into the blue. So 13 points to lead. 2 reds. Pink and black would get him to snookers required.
One.
Didn't sound the best of contacts, that. It sounded a bit clunky.
Well, that's why he's getting the cue ball cleaned. I think you're right. May have got a heavy contact. Yeah, it just was a dead sound, wasn't there, off the red when he hit it. Now, can he pot this black? Negotiate the pathway in and out of balk around between blue and pink, back down towards this last red.
Yeah, it's not too difficult. It's the type of shot I've played on thousands of occasions. It's a big shot, but it's possible. In between that blue and pink. In between and pink. Oh, we just flicked the blue.
Eight.
Yeah, but for that flick on the blue, he might have been right on this red. He can't pot it now. Have a look at this. Just grazed the blue. Try and hide that red up behind blue and brown. Oh, he hasn't played this well, and he could be in trouble in his next shot.
Why so tentative? He had all those colours that he could have hid the red behind, and now, because he was so short, an opportunity for Stuart to get control. Yeah, let himself in for that with Jack Jones. Just shows you can't drop your guard for a second.
Yeah, I think his only saving grace here, Jack Jones, is that red has gone close to that left-hand side cushion, so it's just a little delicate nestle up to the red. He won't be leaving it on unless he hits it too hard. I think he's okay. It's potable, but you can't see the angle. It's so difficult, this shot. He'd like to screw the cue ball back towards that blue and green again. Try and snooker his opponent.
Yeah, I think the difficulty with the pot is because the cue ball's so close to the red, he can't generate a lot of pace. So trying to get him, as Ken said, behind that blue and brown. Just got to be careful with the red. He doesn't hit it too hard and it comes back up the table. Using the yellow as the cover ball. And he hasn't got it. So that was a chance miss there from Stuart. This red is coming round, but if he misses the blue, Stuart's going to be in big trouble. What a shot that
He plays that shot so well. How many times has he got that cue ball close to that ball cushion and through the gap between blue and pink? Wonderful shot. No problem hitting it. It's getting it safe, this red. Oh, wants to get away from that middle bump, and he's left the red.
He's left the red. Stuart Bingham, he led 3-0. He had a blue. Just needed the blue and one more red. It looked certain 4-0 at the mid-session interval. If Jack can pot this red, get position on the black, it'll be all square, 3 apiece. And it goes nicely on the black. So this black will put him 29 points in front. And Stuart not looking as comfortable now in his seat. But important, I think, Ken, that Jack pots this yellow. Because the way them balls are situated, one snooker, well, it's not beyond the realms of possibility.
Yeah, it's almost like this is like frame ball, even though his opponent needs a snooker. You got to treat this yellow as like it's frame ball. Plenty of room away from the black. Yeah, well played. Great part. And what composure he's shown, John. You know, belief as well, the comeback. As you said, almost 4-0 down. That blue may come back, well, to haunt Stuart Bingham. This was the blue for almost 4-0, 42 points ahead with 43 remain. The black was safe. Since then, a wonderful clearance from Jack Jones to steal it on the black. This tide is turned.
It certainly has. Stuart was in total command. Jack was really struggling. Let's not forget that. He'd missed pots, he missed easy balls into middle pockets. And you think, where was his first frame coming from? And then that missed blue that we've just seen gave him the opportunity to make that unbelievable clearance in the 4th frame. And this match has now turned on its head. And I never thought I'd be saying it, but I think Stuart would be glad to get out of this session 4 apiece.
Free.
Yeah, he's not missing many now.
Free end your frame.
Yeah, Stuart Bingham cries enough. Well, what a turnaround. 3-0 down. 3 apiece.
The crowd are giving this young man a little bit of encouragement here. They're enjoying this.
Absolutely. When you're the favourite for a match, you just can't let the crowd get involved and start rooting for the underdog in this sort of situation, and which is what they're doing. They're enjoying seeing Jack get chances, and you know we're hearing a lot of come on Jacks and stuff like that from the crowd because they want to see this close, and so Stuart's missed the boat in some ways to kind of really put this session to bed.
Okay, back we go. Very important frame this.
Yes, it is indeed, Hazel. Fascinating how matches can swing just on one shot. That's exactly what's happened so far. Important. Couple of frames coming up to finish the session. Once again, not the best safety shot from Stuart. He's been guilty of that, catching a ball colour, leaving a long red.
Wonderful pot. Nice and crisp, right in the heart of the pocket. No better feeling for a snooker player than that.
Eight. Nine.
Not good on this black. A little bit surprised he didn't go up for the blue there. I know he had one loose red, but if he could have got a nice angle on the blue, he could have played a cannon into the pink and open reds. Now he's got the wrong angle on this black. Begs the question, where does the next red come from?
Overshot the cue ball. Trying to get on that red that's on the left-hand side of the pack as we look. Still got a possible cut into this bottom right corner pocket. Got a cut into the left corner as well. Yeah, it's in. He's seeing everything at the moment. Well, they say these pockets are a lot tighter at the moment.
17.
Must look like buckets still.
Yeah, as Stephen Hendry said though the other day, they're not tight if you hit them right in the middle. And that's what he's doing at the moment. Too straight on the green. So the only red he can play on is the one he tried to play on when he potted the black. The one just separated from the left of the cluster. Needs to be very precise, but it's the only red available. I think it's the only one. Well, there must be one at the bottom of the cluster. And if there is, he's played this absolutely perfectly. Yeah, you see it. He's on it.
19.
Hard to tell from our commentary position, but Jack saw it. Now, just got to judge the kiss off the second red.
20.
And judged it to absolute perfection.
20.
We saw Stuart Bingham play a similar shot, not get the desired follow through. And he'd like to leave an angle, pot this red, try and finish low on the black.
28.
Could have been a little bit better, a bit of a more acute angle than he would have liked. Into the pack though. It's okay. He's on a red into the right centre. Could have been nicer, but just couldn't get enough
35.
pace on the cue ball because of the angle. But he's got a red into the centre pocket. Tight angle. Now you see it.
Well, he's looking at the one just to the right of the cue ball, to the middle pocket. Got to be so precise. He's got another one to the right middle, but the cue ball's just running into other red, so the one he's looking at now, he's not playing it, he's just trying to get the feel of where the cue ball's going to go. Don't take your eyes off the pot, though. More of an acute angle on this one, but he feels that it's not as dangerous. Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
36.
Played it, and I don't blame him. Made certain of the pot, knowing that he'd leave himself a tricky black. But he's backing himself to knock this in. Well, they're just going right in the heart of the pocket.
43.
So the break gets to 43, as does the lead. Could be end of break. He just overran it slightly. He wanted to be on that red closest to the left corner. He just overran it. He put so much into the pot on the black.
Jack Jones,
Not
43.
this time. And it's been a rare occasion that he's actually hit a ball colour. Ooh, what's Stuart looking at here? These two reds, are they lined up towards this left corner? Well, they may be. Could possibly be made. 3-ball plant.
You just get the feeling they're heading to the right jaw as we looked, but there is a little gap between them. I'm not certain about this. Anyway, Stuart will have a go at it, you would have thought. No, it was always to that right jaw. Just an air of desperation at the moment for Stuart, because he knew if he missed it, he'd probably leave it, but he's been fortunate. That cue ball kissing the green has give him cover.
Yeah, the cue ball was going at a good pace as well. It wouldn't have been coming right back up this end of the table. So, problem for Jack Jones here. Is that red potable? He doesn't like it, too tight. So he's got to get cover on this red.
Well, I think he's got the cover, but just not finding that ball cushion as he has been most times this evening.
Well, what do you think, John? Is that pocket a big pocket? Could Stuart possibly play a plant? Doesn't like it.
No, he's a good cue ball though. Well, I was going to say maybe Jack will fancy it, but that pink's moved over to the left-hand cushion, so that pot down the side is not on. Jack just having a look, because he's going to play this red anyway. And he thinks if he gets pretty close, he might just knock this red in. It's a bit further away from the pocket than he looks from that angle, but it's a chance. Well, is it much too thin? Where's this cue ball going? In behind the brown? Oh, just too hard. And he's left this red.
He's left the red. Very difficult to get it out and away from this corner pocket. Oh, is he being unlucky? Look where the red is going, otherwise he'd be on the green.
1.
Oh, wow, can you believe it? Oh, that's incredible. He thought at worst ways he'd be on the green. It was always difficult to get the cue ball up the table, but that red has stopped his chances.
Yeah, and I don't. Well, I suppose the only thing I can think of here is a safety shot, and it wouldn't be absolutely safe, is to bring the cue ball back to the top cushion, but you still leave a pot on. Because the ball can, okay, he might cover this red near the left corner, but he'll leave that red that's in the ball end near the green, so it'll be an easy safety shot for Jack. Never rains, but it pours.
If he can get cover on the brown for this red on the left-hand side, that would be beneficial. Well, he hasn't got it, so leaving this red on the left-hand side. Well, he could play a couple of shots. He could try and hide the cue ball in behind the green. Or he could play the cue ball in behind the brown. But what would you play here, John? Behind the green or brown?
Well, I think he's got to cover this red in the balk end. That's the important thing. Because if he doesn't, then he'll just leave an easy safety shot for Stuart. I don't think he can put distance, much distance, between cue ball and object ball. Just make certain you cover the path to this one. Well, he got a bit more distance than I thought, and I think that was the better shot. Try to be too delicate and left that red in that end, and you didn't get the snooker, you'd give Stuart the advantage. Nothing looking straightforward for Stuart at the moment. Amazing how this match has turned round, isn't it? Oh, another safety mistake from Stuart. Safety mistake.
You see the difference there, look at that. 87% safety success. Jack Jones, 72% now, Stuart Bingham. That means he's given up a lot of chances. Wasn't doing that in the first 4 frames until the very end of that 4th frame. Totally dominating this match until then. Now it's the other way around. Didn't want that kiss on the red.
1.
I don't think the blue is potable, is it?
No, I don't think he can get past the blue to pot the green. No, he can't. The green might just be blocking the pocket. I don't know. That this blue, I think, will go, but it's tight.
Well, looking down the line there, just about goes.
It's not a full pocket, though, is it?
No. It's awkward. He's going to need the little extension, which indeed changes the dynamics of the cue, puts a bit of extra weight in it. Big stretch. If he gets it, should win the frame though. Oh, it was tight. Mistake.
Jack Jones. 1.
Well, it was a blue that Stuart Bingham missed that turned this session on its head. Not the same effect for Stuart.
One. Yeah.
I think this red just above the black is available, so. But of course he came to the table trailing by 43 points. So a lot to do. Well, I thought this red just above the, well, surely it goes red just above the black. I'm just a little surprised you didn't play for it then, that's all, but I'll never question Stuart Bingham's choice shot when it comes to break building.
Yeah, definitely pots. Now if he was straight on the pink here, yeah, it doesn't happen. Straight, he wanted to be straight on the pink. But he's played for it on and off the cushion, so it's okay.
14.
And this, of course, will help the situation. Open the black into both pockets.
It's
a massive chance for Stuart Bingham here, just to reassert his composure, confidence. Been a little bit, oh, let's see. Last couple of frames. And, well, this would be a boost if he could try and win the frame from here.
23.
It's easy to spot the most awkward red. That's the one closest to the left-hand side cushion. This black will get in within 5 points. Not quite certain this was the plan. I think he wanted to leave an angle on this red so he could pot it and bring that other red away from the left-hand side cushion. Anyway, that's gone now. Importantly, leaves a good angle on pink or black.
Yeah, I think I always like to play for the black here. Just play off 2 cushions. Try and get in behind that red that's close to the left-hand side cushion. Yeah, he's left a nice angle. Yeah, somewhere like that, where his hand is, just above it. Get in behind it. He's hit it too hard, has he? He may be okay for this bottom right corner pocket. And he can go up. Yeah, ideally, the blue would be the perfect ball to get on here. Because, as you can see, I'm not quite sure whether that yellow is actually potable. If you get on the blue here off this red. Yeah, that's not too bad.
47.
Needs to hold up for the cue ball, and it has done. That's pretty good.
Inch perfect. Good shot. He's digging deep here, Stuart. He's been put through the mill the last few frames. So now he takes the lead.
52.
9 points the lead.
54.
Up to and including the blue to go in front once again.
$57.
Oh, what a clearance this is. Brown to go 18 ahead, 18 remaining, but showing a lot of character here, Stuart Bingham.
61.
It's fabulous. Brilliant break. Needed it.
Yeah, absolutely. And just the blue required. Well played, Stuart Bingham. When we looked at the lineup for these semi-finals, people were saying, well, the big names have gone, but I'll tell you, these 4 players left in these semi-finals have proved they have been the best players in this tournament so far, and they're serving up a treat. Great clearance from Stuart Bingham, back in front. One more frame to go. Can't wait.
Because until that point, Neil, I mean, Stuart really did look like he was well out of his rhythm. There was an abundance of caution in the way he was trying to go about his break building. He did look very cowed at parts in the last few frames, didn't he?
Yeah, he even started like mishitting a lot of the safety shots as well. The one that he mishit to give the chance to Jack there in that frame, and you know, so that clearance was very difficult under pressure, considering he's been so long without sort of like being in amongst the balls. And yeah, he went about it really well and potted a lot of key shots, and that'll make him feel an awful lot better than what he did probably, you know, 10 minutes ago. So the fact he's 4-3 up now, and now he will be feeling much more confident, much more positive, and now he's still looking to gain a lead out of the session, which would have been the goal going in.
Absolutely, because the way the match was developing, the tempo was suiting Jack Jones very nicely. He looked very comfortable out there at this pace, didn't he?
The reason he's looking comfortable is because he's a very good, high-quality match player.
Indeed.
I mean, let's not make any bones about it. The reason, the number of people that he's beaten, all class acts, there's got to be some reason for it.
Stuart Bingham to
Well,
break.
he's
Settle down,
certainly
please, and take your
giving as good
seats.
as he gets here. Very comfortable in the one-table arena, as is this man. Back we go. This is the last of our opening session.
Well, decent cue ball, but there's a shot on here, and he won't be refusing this, won't Jack? Because it's a type of shot you feel the only red you can leave is the one I'm playing, and if he knocks it in, he'll have the black. They're waiting. Much too thick. A big ooh from the crowd. They're difficult. Well, we're looking to get away with this, and he has. He has got away with it. Once he hit the brown, that red could have gone anywhere.
Wow, they were so close together. He was afraid of the push shot, and he's left the red. Oh, wow. You don't see that very often, but how crucial could it be?
One.
Well, nice angle on the blue. Couple of reds, well, 2 or 3 reds that he can play. In fact, I think there's 4 more open reds here, because as he pots one, he'll clear the path for another. Usually very, very reliable in these situations, Stuart, but as we've said before, that miss blue in the 4th frame has just knocked his confidence slightly, but having won the last frame as he did, is he back on track?
Seven.
Once again, not the best angle on the black. Maybe play for that bottom red. We played one of these a couple of frames ago. Didn't get the desired top spin to run through the pack. Similar shot. He's playing it bottom of the white, so screwing back. Better. Needs to stop. Oh, too much. May have it for middle, but very risky. It's amazing how much backspin he got on that shot.
Yeah, I think thought he was going to hit the 2 reds that as he was coming back, he's trying to go through them. Well, I'd have played the run through myself anyway. He's taking this black on. Oh, just caught the near
Stuart Bingham,
jaw, and I
15.
assume he took it on, playing for a red. So Jack Jones will come to the table and have a red to go at, probably in the left middle. Well, the way Stuart put his cue out there as though the black drifted to that near jaw. Don't often drift.
One.
Yeah, not right in the middle of the pocket. This is a big frame, the final frame of the session. All square, 2 behind as far as Jack Jones is concerned. And of course, vice versa for Stuart Bingham. All to play for.
Yeah, they're so desperate to finish on a high as well. He's played this well. He's played this very well. What a shot. Yeah, he can play for pink after this red.
6.
And he'd be hoping that the pink is not tied up when it goes back on the spot. Let the cue ball go slightly, but he's all right. Just past the red. Not hampered. Now this will be interesting when the pink. Well, when the pink spots, it's going to be available into the right corner at least. So that's going to help him. Plenty of room.
13.
Well, can he get through to this straight red? He'd like to, and then he just stun it in.
Yep.
Beyond the pink, he's asking the referee to respot the pink. You know, you can do it once. It's tight. He'd love to play it because he doesn't have to do anything with the cue ball, and it's an easy pot. I think he can just get through to it.
Well,
that helps his cause even more because now the pink is available into this left corner pocket. Oh, well, why didn't you stun the cue ball and hold it for this red into the
20.
bottom right corner? Just let it drift a little bit. Doesn't want to use the rest here, does he? He might have to play this one at the bottom of the pack, John.
Yeah, this isn't certainly not the red he played on.
$21.
No problem. So Just wants to keep tight control of that cue ball, because at some time, if he's going to win the frame at this visit, he needs to bring that little cluster of 5 reds into play. Can't get to snookers required without them.
'27. '28.
Just about okay. The problem is, because the pink's separated from the reds, it's not really a good one to play. I mean, listen, I'm thinking of out of the box here. He could play it round off 2 cushion with run inside and try and get into the reds. I think that's what he's playing. That's what he's playing. Is he enough pace? Not really. Is he on anything?
33.
He's walking round with purpose. He may just be on one. Can he get past the pink? He can. He's on this red.
It was a slice of luck. Can he take advantage of it? Just composing himself. Picking the line. Nicely played, and this time top side of the blue. Good shot. Well, look at those reds. 2 reds left of the pink available. These 3 reds are all potable into this bottom right corner pocket. Big target to land the cue ball, and that's pretty good. Excellent shot.
39.
Quick glance at the score, 24 points in the lead. Won't have to worry about that red near the left centre pocket.
'40.
This really has been a fascinating session of snooker from both players. We thought it was going to be all one-way traffic when Stuart raced into that lead. Jack Jones came back very strongly.
56.
Stuart pinched that last frame. Can Jack Jones hold himself together? Checking the scores again. There's plenty of points available. Just hold the cue ball, keep good control of it. It should be 4-4. Great stuff.
Just a little bit of work to do here. Packed crowd, as we always get these days at the Crucible. And anyone who's ticked it off the Crucible on their bucket list will tell you what a great experience it is. Back in good position.
No better place to play. Look at that. Amazing. Atmosphere. Well, you could hear a pin drop now.
'54.
Played that nicely. So this blue and 1 more red, and we'll be all square overnight. Great session, Ken. Really
59.
enjoyed it. Is that everything?
Yeah, it has, without a doubt. Just this red now required, but yeah.
60.
And a great start from both players. And both semi-finals, John. High quality, plenty of drama, plenty of nerves, but plenty of calmness as well, and composure from 2 wonderful players. They've served us up for treat tonight, and the crowd.
Absolutely.
66. 67.
Jack Jones first came to my attention, if you like, when he got to the quarter-final last year. I've been impressed with him this evening. Because the start he had, he could have been excused for weakening. Okay,
72.
Stuart gave him a chance, but you get a chance, you've got to take them. And the red's not going in, but that will be enough. Stuart Bingham comes, shake his hand, say, I'll see you tomorrow. What a session. Couldn't believe it was going to be 4-all. Stuart led 3-0. But he'll be happy it is 4-all, as will Jack Jones.